Hey, Pari and Barbara. Yeah, we are about to mark this tragic anniversary. This is because of the pandemic. This is the first in-person ceremony. Now, I'm going to step out of the shot so you can kind of see where that ceremony is going to take place. And the reason we're here, this is as close as we could get because right now they're doing a security sweep of that area. But that stage here at Mount Trashmore is where this ceremony will take place. You may see some white chairs that have been set up. If you are coming out, and the city is encouraging people to come out, but they're saying because seating is limited, you may want to bring your own chairs, and they are encouraging you to wear blue. But yes, this ceremony marking the loss of those 12 lives, those mainly co-workers. It was a city employee who 3 years ago walked into Building 2 and started firing on primarily his co-workers. And so tonight is a night that the city hopes that we can grieve and remember and honor them. We have team coverage out here. A little bit in a moment, we're going to be hearing from News 3's Zach Dahlheimer. He has more on the program's lineup. We also want to let you know that at 4:06, we are going to pause for a moment of silence. 4:06, that is when the first 911 call came in on that tragic day. We right now, though, want to go to my colleague News 3's Angela Bohan. She is live at the Municipal Center. Angela, what is happening out there?
Kurt, it is rather quiet and somber right now. We're keeping our distance to show our respect as there are family members and co-workers here. I'm going to step out. You can see them gathering just this afternoon, and to my side there is a bagpipe player who was just playing some music here. I just saw Jason Nixon, his daughters. They're here to honor his wife, their mother, Kate, who was killed here. She was one of the 12 people that lost their life that afternoon 3 years ago, but countless lives have been touched by those men and women as their story lives on. The site of the horror, Building 2, now under construction, and by the end of the summer, I'm told, it will become the police headquarters and also house the first police precinct. Many of us remember the heartfelt memorials placed out along Princess Anne Road to remember the 12 victims. Now a permanent memorial is being planned. A committee made up of longtime residents, family members of the victims, as well as survivors is leading that effort, and they want your input.
This memorial will speak to the history of Virginia Beach, of what we're doing and what happened. So it is important that the public let us know how they want it to look, how they want to feel when they see this memorial. Take my story
and that was Sharon Felton, school board member and longtime resident of Virginia Beach who lost friends in the shooting. She said they're having another meeting open to the public in July. You're invited, and then we do have information on our website on how you can take the online survey about the permanent memorial. That's at WTKR.com. And again, like Kurt said, in just a few moments, we're going to have that citywide moment of silence here at 4:06 as well, and we'll bring you more on News 3 at 5. Live in Virginia Beach, Angela Bohan, News 3.
Angela, thank you so much. And now I want to bring in my colleague, News 3's Zach Dahlheimer. And Zach, you've got more on what we can expect tonight for that ceremony at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, Kurt, tonight's ceremony has a lot planned on the agenda. We have a lot of involvement from first responders, Virginia Beach Fire, city leaders, Mayor Bobby Dyer. In fact, he's going to be giving some opening remarks. There'll be a reading of the names by the city manager, Patrick Duhaney, a tolling of the bell by Virginia Beach Fire, as well as poems, music, a keynote address by the deputy city manager, and then a moment of silence from the Public Utilities Department. And I remember, especially, I want to tell you, this is just an event that I remember just like yesterday, happening 3 years ago. A lot of people, you know, were rocked, not just in Virginia Beach, but all around the Mid-Atlantic area. I was in a TV station in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it caught a lot of attention down there. And I remember coming up to covering this here 3 years ago and was just taken aback by the response and just everything, seeing just the taped off building 2, everyone just trying to digest everything that happened 3 years ago today. But one thing that was certain was the resiliency and just the response of people coming together to heal and just to move forward past that event, an event that just rocked everyone that day. It was just unbelievable, just the different memorials. I mean, a beach memorial out there, I remember going to them paddling out into the water with names of the 12 on teak wood and them dropping them into the Chesapeake Bay. Just things like that. It's just amazing just how the community came together after what happened 3 years ago.
And tonight, the first in-person, remembrance ceremony.
Yes.
And we are now, Zach, getting close to that moment of silence. All right, that moment of silence, 4:06. That was when the first 911 call came in, Zach, and that's when just sadly Virginia Beach became a part of that horrible group of cities and communities that has experienced a mass shooting. And you talk about when you remembered. I remember I was off that day, but I had the news on. And then, you saw the initial reports, shots fired, active shooter.
Yeah.
And then at that news conference where Mayor Bobby Dyer said that this is, it was something to the effect, this is like the worst day that I could imagine. And we're thinking, well, what does he know? And then to hear those lives, the number of lives lost. And so tonight, the first in-person ceremony to grieve, to mourn, to remember. And we just learned that on the other side of the mountain, the Mount Trashmore that is closest to the interstate where the city seal is, after the ceremony, there will be 12 lights that will be lit to honor those 12 lives lost that day. So what will happen is, after the ceremony, everyone here will be encouraged to follow over around Mount Trashmore to the side where you can see the city seal. And we will hear the Tidewater pipes and drum playing Amazing Grace, and those 12 lights will be lit. So what we're going to try to do now is we're going to try to see if we can get, now that security sweep is over, we're going to try to see if we can get a little closer over there to kind of give you a better idea, a better view of where this ceremony is going to be taking place and more on what we can expect. Back to you in the studio.